If you've been thinking about starting Amazon KDP, but you keep putting it off, I need to tell you that 2026 is hands down the easiest time in history to start making money with Amazon KDP. And what many people don't realize is that the same barriers that used to stop beginners from succeeding basically don't exist anymore. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why and the 3 game-changing advantages that can help you get started with KDP publishing more effectively and fast-track your success. Section 1, why now is the perfect time to start KDP. Let me paint a picture of what it looks like when I started versus what it looks like now. Back in 2014, when I was that broke yoga teacher with debt and a toddler, there was no clear roadmap. I literally Googled how to make passive income and stumbled across ebook publishing. Finding good freelancers was like finding a needle in a haystack because although there were freelancer platforms, they just were so clunky to use. Plus, the number of available skilled writers was so small. Most of them had no experience with the specific requirements of Amazon KDP publishing. There were no proven systems to follow. I wasn't finding courses or mentors. I was just figuring things out as I went, which was painful, but also exciting when I saw my ability to earn income growing from that. AI didn't exist back then to help with any part of the process, so everything took a lot of time, effort, and talent. The competition was mostly traditional publishers with huge budgets, so the barrier to entry was much higher. You had to figure out covers, marketing, you literally had to do everything yourself from scratch. Now, in 2026, Amazon KDP completely dominates the ecosystem. When you win there, you really win. What I mean is that Amazon controls 90% of the self-publishing market. So when your book succeeds on their platform, you're accessing the largest pool of readers in the world, not fighting for scraps on smaller platforms. The barriers to entry are now significantly lower. You can start with no upfront costs. You can publish within 72 hours and you have global reach. Self-published books are outselling traditionally published books 50 to 1. In fact, in 2023, 500,000 new self-published books were released versus only 10,000 from traditional publishers. To put this in perspective, 5 years ago, the gap was much smaller, meaning the momentum towards self-publishing has accelerated dramatically. For you, this means you're entering a space where independent publishers like yourself are not just competing with big publishers, you're absolutely dominating them. The global e-publishing market is projected to hit $58.3 billion by 2027. This means you're entering a market that's already proven, where the infrastructure is built, where Amazon has done the heavy lifting of creating the reader demand. You don't have to convince people to buy ebooks. They're already buying 300 million of them annually, generating $1.25 billion in sales. The timing has never been better because all the foundational work has been done for you. No wonder self-publishing has grown 264% in the last 5 years. This also explains why 90% of self-published authors are using Amazon KDP. While the market has exploded, it's also now easier than ever to outsource the tasks involved to highly skilled freelancers, making it possible to get into the business without writing a single word yourself. Section 2, the freelancer goldmine. When I started in 2014, finding a good writer was extremely difficult. You had to pay premium rates because there weren't that many options. Communication barriers and project management were a nightmare. Now, there's a massive pool of talented writers competing for work, so that's no longer the case. For one, there are 1.57 billion freelancers worldwide right now, and the US market alone has 76.4 million as of 2025. The freelancer platform market is exploding from 7.65 billion to a projected 16.54 billion by 2030. Let me spell out how this changed the game. Before, quality was inconsistent because there was no established marketplace. Now, quality has gone up dramatically because of platform ratings and reviews. Before, you had to take huge risks on writers that you'd never worked with, but now you can easily find writers in your specific niche who understand your genre. There are now writers specializing in exactly what KDP publishers need. Plus, payment protection and milestone systems make it safe to work with new writers. At this point, if you're thinking you can't afford it because you have to pay writers thousands of dollars. That's not the case at all. It's actually possible to hire talented writers for 1 cent per word and create entire books for under $350 total. One of our coaches did exactly this. She paid $250 for a 25,000 word manuscript, $50 for professional editing, and another $50 for compelling cover design. Within 2 months of launching, she made a good amount of profit on it, even though she published it under a new pen name. And this was in paranormal romance, one of the most competitive niches out there. You can now build a KDP publishing business with writers who understand your genre, deliver quality work on schedule, and work within your budget. The talent pool has never been this deep, this affordable, or this accessible. Many of our students are doing it. The writers are out there, you just have to know how to find them and work with them properly, which is one of the first things that we teach in Fiction Profits Academy. Section 3, AI has made everything easier and faster. Now let's talk about the game changer that's transforming how KDP publishing works, AI. When I started in 2014, every task was manual and expensive. For book covers, you had to hire a designer, wait days or weeks, and go through multiple revisions only to get mediocre quality covers. Nowadays, although we still work with designers because we don't create covers entirely with AI, tools like Midjourney make the whole process easy. You can now easily generate professional-looking cover images in minutes for practically free. At the press of a button, you can create multiple options in the style that sells in your niche. To write book descriptions, you had to write them by yourself or hire a copywriter in the past. But now AI can write compelling blurbs that convert following proven formulas. Before, doing research was a matter of investing hours of manually browsing websites, taking tons of notes, just trying to figure out what sells. But now AI can help brainstorm storylines, develop character arcs, and ensure your tropes are hitting correctly. And AI can also analyze best-selling books in your niche, identifying trending tropes, and suggest optimal positioning. And before, when doing title and keyword search, I was using mostly guesswork and everything was scraped by manual browsing. But now, AI can generate hundreds of relevant keywords, analyze your competitors, and tell you exactly what elements make their books successful. And before, editing always required hiring humans for up to $2,000 a book. But nowadays, while you still may want human editors in some capacity, AI can handle first-pass editing, grammar checks, and consistency reviews. Now is the best time to start KDP because AI now handles the heavy lifting. AI has eliminated the excuse of, I don't have the skills. You do not need to be a writer, designer, or marketing expert anymore. And of course, the creative vision is still yours, but now you have tools that make execution so much easier. So what used to take months now takes weeks. What used to cost hundreds of dollars can now be done for free or nearly free. And in short, AI automates all the non-creative tasks that used to eat up a lot of your time and money, leaving you free to focus on what actually makes money, which is choosing the right books to publish and building your audience. Now, learning about AI is a whole different skill, which is why in Module 2 of FPA, we show you exactly how to use AI. We've tested every tool, figured out the best prompts, and created step-by-step processes so you don't have to waste time experimenting. Section 4, start KDP now. Amazon KDP is not just a way to make money, it's one of the most advantageous business models that you can possibly choose. With KDP, you publish several books and they can generate income for years. That is true semi-passive income. You work once, get paid many times. Unlike e-commerce, where you're dealing with inventory, shipping, and customer service headaches, KDP books are completely digital. No physical products, no warehouses, no logistical nightmares. Unlike coaching or consulting, where you're trading your time for money, KDP scales without you. Your 10th book sale takes zero additional effort compared to your first. Unlike most businesses that require you to be in a specific location, KDP works from anywhere in the world. As long as you have internet, you can run your publishing business from a coffee shop in Paris or at your kitchen table. And unlike trendy online opportunities that come and go, People have been reading books for centuries. This isn't some flash in the pan opportunity, it's evergreen. I know this because we've helped over 14,000 students build their publishing businesses. We have students with successful businesses, and many of them became profitable with just a few $100s of initial investment. The beautiful thing about our system is this: success doesn't require you to be a writer, an author, or a designer. We've created a step-by-step process that takes you from complete beginner to profitable publisher, usually within your first few months. You start with a lead magnet to build your audience, then you publish 30 to 50,000 word books monthly. After 3 to 4 books, you can start to see your catalog generating income on autopilot. The more books you publish, the bigger your catalog grows and the more chances you create for royalties. Some students have built meaningful income streams this way, though results vary. So if you've been sitting on the fence for a while now, I hope that this encourages you to jump right in. If a broke yoga teacher with debt and a toddler could figure this out in 2014, imagine what you can do in 2026 with all of these advantages. The time is now, the opportunities are massive, the tools are incredible, and the path is crystal clear. Our students are learning to build publishing businesses with this method, and many have gone on to earn great royalties. If you want to see the exact process our students use, click the link in the description to join our free training. And if you want to see me break down our KDP system step by step, watch this next video.